All right, you're all set.
All righty, I'd like to open the Contract Administration Board meeting for April 11th, 2022 at 4:03 p.m. In attendance for this meeting today is Bruce Hidley, Albany County Clerk, Andrew Joyce, Chairman of the Albany County Legislature, and Daniel Lynch, Deputy County Executive. I'd like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the March 14th, 2022 meeting, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make that motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried. Thank you very much. All right, now on to the agenda for April 11th, 2022, Contract Administration Board meeting. We have a very long agenda here, so be patient, everybody. First on the agenda will be contract number 252-22. The department is the Sheriff's Department. The vendor info is Milo Range. The estimated amount is $91,817. The estimated term is 4/1/22 through 3/31 of 2025. The scope of service is this is a 3-year platinum warranty for our Milo Range Theater 300 training system. At the end of the 3 years, a system exchange will take place. The fiscal impact for this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments and questions and ask that you give your name for the record, please.
Yep.
Hey, Bill or John, we can't hear you.
Can you hear us now, Dan?
Yes.
Yep.
So this is a system, it's a training system that we use for the academy, for our academy. We purchased it with seizure funds. However, the warranty is up. So we want to extend the warranty for the next 3 years. And then what happens is the company will come in and replace the whole system for us for free.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Dan Lynch will make that motion.
Is Andrew on? Andrew? Dave, did we lose Andrew?
I'm still well, he's leaving now. It shows on the dash. Let's give him a second to pop out and back in. That's him leaving. Now he should be coming back in.
Anything from him, Dave?
I haven't gotten anything. Pat, have you gotten anything?
No,
Okay.
I have not either.
Are you calling him?
I'm seeing if I have a phone number. I'm not sure if I do or not.
I'm trying to get a hold of it.
Hold on, I do.
Yeah, I don't have him saved. Sorry.
There he is.
He should just have come back in.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yep.
Is that him? Is that Andrew?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that, gentlemen. I don't know if you heard, but I seconded Mr. Lynch's motion on the sheriff's contract.
Thank you very much. No, we did not hear it.
Well, you got it now.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract number 245-22. Department is Emergency 911. The vendor info is Emergency Power Systems LLC. The estimated amount is $62,145. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 5/2 of 27. The scope of service annual generator maintenance at radio tower sites for Albany County's 911 communication is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record. Anybody? Bill, is anybody handling this for the sheriff's department?
Bruce, let me make a phone call. I wasn't aware of it, but let me double check.
Okay, thank you. So, should we hold off on this one until some representative, or can we continue on with this?
Bruce, why don't we just wait and see if we have a representative? We can just put it to the bottom of the pile.
Okay, so let's move on to the next contract and we'll get back to this one then. Contract number 137-22, it's the correctional facility. The vendor info is Axon Enterprises, Inc. The estimated amount is $79,330.36. The estimated term is 12/1/21 through 12/1 of 25. The scope of service to purchase and replace Taser devices and Taser cartridges. That's the correctional facility. Is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record.
Hi, Tina Simmons. This is to enter into a 5-year term contract with Axon. Currently, we have we're in contract with them now, and it expires. So we're looking to continue this service with them. They provide us with the Taser 7s. And it's a 5-year contract. $15,866 yearly is what the cost is.
Thank you. Is there any other comments or questions? Hearing none, I entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 140-22. The department is the Board of Elections. The vendor info is ES&S. The estimated amount is $61,242. The estimated term is 4/4/22 through 12/31 of 22. And the scope of service, the Albany County Board of Elections is seeking renewal of its annual agreement with ES&S to provide maintenance services for the proprietary elections management software and firmware, as well as their voting machine equipment used by the Board of Elections to conduct elections. ES&S is the sole and exclusive developer and licensor of the ES&S software. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record.
Hi, this is Commissioner Kathy Donovan, and I have Commissioner Bloody here with me as well.
I see your hand.
Jazz hands. We're just seeking to renew the contract with the ES&S on a 1-year basis because in the future we may be looking to purchase new machines and we didn't want to get into a 5-year contract with them.
The term of the contract is for the remainder of the year and it is for $61,000. And they are the licensor and sole source on this particular product. So our hands are tied in terms of the actual cost of this. But we do service a lot of our machines and they do a pretty decent job. So we are requesting approval for this contract.
All righty. Any other comments or questions? I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
This is Dan Lynch. I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you to both commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Bill Rice, do you have an answer or?
Dan, Kevin's gonna jump on. It should be him right here, jumping on right now.
Is he on?
No, not yet.
All right, let me go to the next contract then.
Yep.
Contract number 226-22, the department is the Civic Center. The vendor info is Anthony James Partners. The estimated amount is $39,850. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 11/1/2022. The scope of services, consulting services related to the replacement of the video scoreboard and ribbon board system. They will produce the design and the scope of services. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record.
Bruce, this is Bob Belver, General Manager of the MVP Arena.
Thank you, Bob.
This contract is very important as it relates to the replacement of the video scoreboard and installation of the new LED ribbon boards. This company, AJP, is the same consultant company that we used the last time that we replaced our scoreboard back in 2011. They are the biggest and best in the country. They work with all the stadiums and arenas. And really, they make sure from a project management standpoint that everything is being handled properly in the way that it's, oh, I lost you.
You're on, you're okay.
We still have you, Bob.
Okay, I lost you on my screen. Anyway, they're really good at what they do. This price is much lower than most of the prices that I've seen in some of the other venues that I've overseen. They are going to be able to probably help us reduce costs as they also make sure that we have everything that we need to operate with. The scoring system on the existing video scoreboard and scorers tables is faltering, and Siena basketball's had some problems. Our other teams have had problems. So the technology has changed quite a bit, and what we've got has lasted about 11, 12 years so far, but it's quickly failing. And I think that the new board, if we get it in by November 1st, which is what's being guaranteed by Daktronics, and with AJP's help, it'll be all set for Siena's season in November, as well as the Albany Firewolves start up again in December. And then, of course, we've got the March NCAA men's basketball, which is going to be important for us.
Okay. Well, I took a look at the backup on that, and it does look very interesting to see exactly what that new scoreboard would look like and what it's capable of doing. And after 11 years, Bob, I speaking for myself, it's time for an upgrade, no doubt about that at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Any other comments or questions from the board? I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. And good luck with that, Bob.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Billy, do we have what we need?
Kevin, are you on?
Yes, sir. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm sorry, I was having trouble getting on through the, I don't think Safari likes Teams. But.
Okay, so we're going to revert back to contract number 245-22. The department is Emergency 911. The vendor is Emergency Power Systems, LLC. The estimated amount is $62,145. The estimated term is 4/1/22 through 5/2 of 27. And the scope of service, the annual generator maintenance at radio tower sites for Albany County 911 communications. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions and ask that you please identify yourself.
Okay, this is Kevin Demarest with Albany County 911. Like you said, this is for the maintenance for the tower sites. It covers all the generators for all emergency service tower sites.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
This is Dan Lynch. I'll make a motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract 251-22. Department is Recreation. The vendor information is All American Sports. The estimated amount is $32,500. The estimated term is 6/4/22 through 10/21 of 22. The scope of service, the County of Albany seeking proposals for a youth flag football program as requested by the Albany County Recreation Department. The county anticipates approximately 30 to 50 children will participate in each session at various locations across the county. The first hour will be for children 5 to 7, the second hour from 8 to 10, and the third from 11 to 14-year-olds. It's 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Clerk. This is Cameron Sagan from County Executive McCoy's office. This is one of our summer AAU programs that we run each year, temporarily paused during the COVID pandemic. We started last year. And it was the only bidder, this vendor, and the price is right on par with what we've paid in previous years.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a
Yes,
motion?
Mr.
Yes.
Hivley, this is Andrew.
Yes.
Hey, Cameron, thanks for jumping on today. So for these two programs, the flag football and the basketball, these are for skills development and not competitive, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. It's skills and drills.
Okay. All right, great.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried, and good luck with that program, Cam.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 253-22. The Department is Recreation. The vendor information is Grind Time Basketball LLC. The estimated amount is $26,440. The estimated term is 7/7/22 to 10/13 of 22. The scope of services, the County of Albany seeking quotes from qualified organizations to provide youth basketball clinics. The purpose of the service is to provide 4 co-ed basketball programs for ages 6 to 13 in Green Island, Bethlehem, Watervliet, and Ravenna. The county anticipates approximately 40 to 80 children will participate in each session. This is 100% county funded, and I open the floor for comments or questions. I'm going to assume that, Cam, you'll be doing it again.
That's correct, Mr. Clerk. Thank you. Again, this is another one of our summer AAU sports programs. This is the only bidder that bid on the contract. As I said before, the price is right on par with what we paid for previous year.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Dan Lynch, I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce, a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any extension? Your contract is carried. Thank you, Cam.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract 241-22. The Department is Aging. The vendor is New York State Wide Senior Action Council. The estimated amount is $33,617. The estimated term is 4/1/22 and 3/2.
Hey, Bruce, can I interrupt? I have a different contract next.
Yeah, I think we jumped
Another
over
recreation or
136.
Creation contract. 136.
Okay, I don't have that printed out, so can you take the lead on that for me, Dan, please?
Sure. Yeah, the next contract is contract 136-22. The department is rec. The estimated amount is $28,374.24. The vendor is Prime Building Corporation. Estimated term of the contract 3/10/22 to 9/1/22. The scope of services, Prime Building Corporation will provide and install new docks for Lawson Lake County Park. It was originally contracted as a county executive level contract, but due to an increase in the scope of work, as well as a change in its time frame, this will be done in place of 6646 of 2021. As I said, the total cost is $28,374.24. It includes all material costs as well as the installation. And it's 100% county funded. I'll now open the floor for any comments.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch, for doing that. Mr. Clerk, this is Dave Riley handling this one for the rec department. So as Mr. Lynch stated, there originally was a county exec level contract entered into. This will preclude that contract. That will not be executed. This one will be in its place for a larger scope of purchase here. This was the lowest responded bidder when the department reached out.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried. And thank you, Dan,
Thank you.
for covering that for me. I must not have printed that one out.
No
Thanks to
problem.
both of you.
All right, so now we go on to contract 241-22. The Department is Aging. The vendor info is New York Statewide Senior Action Council, Inc. The estimated amount is $33,617. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 3/31/23. The scope of service, DFA is requesting contract approval with said contractor to provide a health insurance information, counseling, and assistance program to Albany County residents age 60 and older and/or disabled. The contractor should provide outreach, access, education, and assistance regarding Medicare, New York State EPIC, and other insurance programs. This one is 100% federally funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions and ask that you please identify yourself for the record.
Good afternoon. I want to thank the contract board. It's Pat Dillon from the Department for Aging. Department for Aging issued an RFP through our purchasing department, and after we reviewed and scored, we awarded the contract to New York Statewide Senior Action Council. The statewide will work directly with our beneficiaries and educate them on a various of New York State health insurance programs such as Medicare, Medicaid, Medigap, long-term care insurance, and low subsidy program. They'll roughly service about 1,000 to 1,500 beneficiaries and offer about 12 education outreach workshops per year. In addition, they've been doing this historically for 50 years. In addition, they're very familiar with the high cap regulations and requirements, as well as making sure that the counselors will be certified and trained annually. So with we noticed that with baby boomers well into their 70s and the tail end going into their 60s, we noticed that there's a need for this service and program. So we're excited to have statewide come on board with us and handle high cap for older adults in Albany County.
Well, thank you very much. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Yes, this is Dan Lynch. I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Thank you for the great work.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 249-22, residential health care facility is the department. The vendor is Roche Brothers Incorporated. The estimated amount is $22,500. The estimated term is 4/15/22 through 12/31/22. In the scope of services, Roche Brothers will furnish and install drop ceilings on the 5th floor high-rise to all offices and common rooms. It is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions. And please state your name for the record. Anybody?
Yeah, Mr. Clerk, I can handle this in Larry's absence if you'd like.
Sure, thank you.
Yep. So as you stated, this is for $22,500 to install drop ceilings on the 5th floor of the high-rise of the nursing home. This was the lowest responded bidder for the RFP put out by our purchasing department.
All right, any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The contract is carried. Thank you, Dave, for handling that.
It looks like I'm probably going to be handling the next one too.
All righty. So we're going to move on to contract 250-22. Again, the residential healthcare facility is the department. The vendor info is Collette Mechanical Services, Inc. The estimated amount is $28,845. The estimated term is 4/15/22 to 12/31/22. The scope of service is Collette Mechanical Services will install a ductless splint HVAC system on the 5th floor high-rise. This will include the removal of 8 PTAC units, installation equipment, and testing and charging system. This service is for labor only. The equipment will be provided by the owner. It is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions, and go ahead, Commissioner Riley.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. As you stated, this is for $28,845 for work to be completed by the end of the year. This replaces the old PTAC units, which are probably about 30-year-old technology with much more efficient heating and cooling for the area. This is the lowest of the 3 bids received.
All righty. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Dan Lynch will make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The contract is carried.
Thank you.
Once again, Dave, appreciate it very much. Next on the agenda is contract number 239-22. Department is mental health. The vendor is PRA. The estimated amount is $24,000. The estimated term is 1/1/22 through 12/31 of 22. The scope of services PRA to provide 1 to 2 day sequential intercept mapping workshop and subsequently provide to Albany County Department of Mental Health a comprehensive systems mapping report and an action plan based on identified local priorities. The follow-up mapping report and action plan must be available to ACDMH in a timely manner, and the vendor must subsequently be available to ACDMH for technical assistance and reasonable and necessary follow-up. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions and ask that you identify yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, Mr. Clerk. This is Steve Giordano, Mental Health Commissioner. This is a 100% grant-funded opportunity for the Mental Health Department. PRA was the sole responder to our request. The Mental Health Department is committed to keeping mentally ill people living with mental health challenges out of the criminal justice system as best we can. The sequential intercept mapping that is referred to here is a nationally recognized evidence-based practice of mapping local resources to identify intercept points where interventions can occur to diminish the numbers of mentally ill individuals who enter the criminal justice system. PRA did this mapping for us 11 years ago. Our system has changed markedly since then, and we are seeking your approval to allow us to do it one more time.
Well, thank you, Commissioner. Is there any other comments or questions? I entertain a motion, please.
This is Andrew Joyce. I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 222-22. The department is maintenance of roads and bridges. The vendor is Gorman Brothers, Inc. The estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 5/1/22 to 11/30/22. The scope of services, joint and crack sealing of various county roads, 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments and questions and ask you to identify yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, Mr. Clerk. This is Lisa Raimondo, Albany County DPW Commissioner. This is our yearly crack sealing contract. Gorman Brothers is on state contract and has been doing an excellent job with crack sealing for us over the past 6 years. We'll be sealing approximately 24 miles of our county roadways, and this will extend the life of our roadways by 3 to 4 years. It's 100% county funded in an amount not to exceed $99,000.
Any other comments or questions for the commissioner? I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
This is Dan Lynch. I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your contract is carried. Thank you, Commissioner. I guess you're not going anywhere.
No.
Next on the agenda is contract 229-22. Department is maintenance of roads and bridges. The vendor is various as per attached spreadsheet. The estimated amount is $48,000. The estimated term is 5/1/22 to 4/30/23. The scope of service is the purchase of asphalt items by Public Works for various projects throughout the county for road maintenance and repair. And once again, this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions. Commissioner.
Sure. Yep. This is our yearly asphalt material bid. Examples of the items on this bid include base and binder and top course. Fuel delivery charges are factored into the bid, and this is a cooperative bid that's open to other towns and the city of Albany. It's 100% county funded and is in an amount not to exceed $48,000. I wanted to give you an idea of the cost differential between this year and last year, considering inflation. They didn't go up too terribly much. An example of our top course, the difference in cost is $6 extra per ton this year for top course. Went from $46.25 to $52 a ton. And our base course went from $40 a ton to $44 a ton. So we did get price escalation, but it wasn't as horrible as it could have been.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
This is Andrew Joyce. I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 230-22. Department is Maintenance and Roads, Bridges. The estimated amount is $90,000. The estimated term is 5/1/22 to 4/30/23. The scope of services is various crushed stone items purchased by Public Works as needed for various jobs throughout the county for road maintenance and repairs. This is 100% county funded. And Commissioner, you're on deck.
Sure. This is our annual crushed stone bid. Examples of items on this bid include crusher run and heavy stone fill. The price differential for those two items are crusher went up by 55 cents a ton from $7.10 to $7.65, and heavy stone fill went up from $14.50 to $15 a ton. So modest increases. Fuel delivery charges are factored into this bid, and it's a cooperative bid as well, open to all towns and the city of Albany. It's 100% county funded and in an amount not to exceed $90,000.
Any other comments or questions for the Commissioner? Entertain a motion, please.
Yes, this is Dan Lynch. I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion is carried. Now on to contract number 242-22. Department is Maintenance of Roads and Bridges. The vendor is CME Associated, Inc. The estimated amount is $35,846.80. The estimated term is 5/1/22 to 7/31/22. The scope of service is asphalt coring and laboratory testing services on various roads in Albany County. It's 100% county funded. I now open it up to the floor to the Commissioner again.
Sure. We're requesting approval to enter into a contract with CME Associates for asphalt coring and laboratory tests for various roads in Albany County in an amount not to exceed $35,846.80. CME was the only firm to respond to our request for quotes. This is 100% county funded.
All right. Just a quick question. What exactly is asphalt coring?
So we need to take some cores on our roads that were paved last year. We're seeing an inordinate amount of cracking on the roads, and we want to get to the bottom of why this cracking may be occurring, and we want to determine if it's a material issue. So we're going to literally take cores of the roadway and send them to a laboratory, and they're going to study the material content and make sure that it meets state specs.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else have any comments or questions? I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce, I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion is carried. Commissioner, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Next on the agenda is contract 151-22. The Department is Building Services. The vendor is Harold Clune, Inc. The estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 3/31/23. The scope of service is secondary vendor for emergency electrical services. The fiscal impact is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions, and please identify yourself for the record.
Good afternoon. This is Commissioner Latina from the Department of General Services. This is the first first renewal for this contract. Trade labor agreements for the county. This would be for emergency electrical services.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Yeah, actually, Bruce, and just Commissioner Latina, these next four contracts, is this all not to exceed 99,000?
That's correct. These are all renewals.
Got it. Nothing further, Mr. Clerk. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Good question. Entertain a motion, please.
Yeah, this is Dan Lynch. I'll make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda, 149-22, Department is Building Services. The vendor is Colette Mechanical Services. The estimated amount, as we heard from Dan, from the Commissioner earlier, is $99,000. The estimated term is 4/1/22 through 3/31/23. And the scope of service, secondary vendor for emergency HVA services, 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions. And Commissioner, you're on.
Yes, again, This is for emergency HVAC for the county. They're the secondary vendor for Colette Mechanical, in case we have any problems that we can get into. It's also can be used countywide.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion, please.
Andrew Joyce will make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you. Next on the agenda is 146-22, Department is Building Services. The vendor is BPI Mechanical Services, Inc. The estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 3/31/23. And the scope of service, secondary vendor for emergency plumbing services, 100% county funded. Commissioner?
Yes, this is another trade labor agreement with BPI Mechanical. They are a secondary vendor for emergency plumbing services, with not to exceed for $99,000.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Dan Lynch will make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract's carried. Next on the agenda is 144-22, Department is Building Services. The vendor is Giordano Caulking Associates, Inc. The estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 4/1/22 to 3/31/23. The scope of service is a secondary vendor for emergency roof repair services, and 100% county funded. Commissioner?
Yes, for Giordano Caulking, again, the first renewal of their contract for $99,000, not to exceed, for emergency roof repairs for the county.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Andrew Joyce will make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Contract is carried. And our last contract for this contract administration board meeting is 255-22. Department is Building Services. Vendor is AFSCO Fence Supply Company, Inc. The estimated amount is $22,100. The estimated term is 5/1/22 to 10/31/22. The scope of service is furnish and install 185 plus or minus lineal feet of new 8-foot high 9-gauge galvanized chain link fencing on galvanized industrial grade fencing framework. Included is one 4-foot wide single gate with standard industrial gate hardware. This is 100% county funded. Commissioner?
Yes, this is for our Spruce Street garage. We've been running into a problem with homeless and drug use underneath the garage. This is to secure the underneath of the garage to try and keep people out of there. What we'll do is we'll post no trespassing affidavit signs once we get the fence up there. So we'll be able to call APD or the sheriff's department to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Thank you very much for that. Any other comments or questions for the commissioner?
This is Andrew.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Can you, so is this, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. This is the garage of the MVP arena?
No.
No, this is the Spruce Street garage. This is over by the courthouse. This is used mostly by the sheriff's department, the judges over there.
Okay. All right, just
they're able to walk back hill.
Okay.
Any other comments? Okay. I'd like to entertain a motion.
This is Andrew Joyce. I'll make the motion.
Dan Lynch will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Thank you, Commissioner Latina.
Thank you.
I'd now like to entertain a motion at 4:40 p.m. to adjourn the Contract Administration Board meeting for April 11th of 2022.
Dan Lynch will make that motion.
Andrew Joyce will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The Contract Administration Board is now closed. Dan, will you be signing? Will you be signing these, or do you want me to?
No, I'll sign them. No worries.
Okay, thank you very much. It's good
All
to
right,
see
thank you.
everybody. We had a lot on the agenda, and thank you very much for your time.
Everyone have a
Good
good day
night.
now. Take care.
Thank you very much.